in my circle? Who the one who be the snakes? Who gon' fold up under pressure? Who gon' understand the stakes? Who gon' wait to get their food to try to take from off my plate? Who the love? Who gon' understand I'm hurt? Who gon' love me unconditionally and try and make it work? Who gon' party once I'm gone and shed a tear once I'm in dirt? I ain't asking for too much, I'm trying to understand my worth.
Welcome to the next episode of Give Me My Crown podcast.
Give Me My Crown podcast.
We back at y'all with another episode of the Give Me My Crown podcast.
Yes, sir.
So once again, as y'all know, my name is Antonio.
My name's Keith.
And today we got an interesting topic for y'all. Something that's been going on. It's a hot topic right now, as far as in the rap game. As we know, everybody's beefing with everybody now, it seems like. So it's kind of what we're going to jump into, kind of rap beef and kind of hip-hop in general right now. We may even take it back a little bit, but we're going to go kind of hip-hop in general.
So it's going to be, we got to warn the people, though. It's going to start off, just beef, and then we'll get into some serious stuff at the end.
Yes. So as we know, the hottest beef in the game right now, obviously, started with just essentially Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. It essentially, obviously, you got other people that kind of, it was kind of shots being thrown both ways, but then it really took off when, obviously, on Future's album, and then Drake and J. Cole responded.
Hold up, time out. Metro. You got to throw in Metro now.
Oh,
you got to count Metro.
You can throw Metro in there, but Metro doing exactly what Drake told him to do. So
hold up, though. You're gonna get to that. Let's keep talking.
So like I said, obviously it came back, everybody throwing shots at each other back and forth, and then on Future and Metro's album is when I think Kendrick kind of solidified the beef. It went from kind of throwing shots to kind of like being direct.
Yo, it was real direct. Ain't no big three. It's just big meat. That's what he said.
So then right after that, you had J. Cole come back with 7 Minute Drill, and then you had Drake come back with Push Up. 7 Minute Drill. So obviously after 7 Minute Drill, J. Cole kind of backed out, which I think I respect J. Cole for that. J. Cole even warned them, said, "Hey, this is a warning shot." J. Cole warned them that he was ready to come in and annihilate them.
Listen, man, let's talk about it. So let's start there. 7 Minute Drill. What did he name the mixtape he dropped? Let the people know.
Exactly. Might delete later. So it was
right there was a flex, in my opinion.
Yes, it was. Given the name of the mixtape, and then that last song, I think he knew what he was doing, because the mixtape obviously dropped, or the album dropped right after that first beef.
It did, man.
And it's called Might Delete Later. And then he come out, and then at he come out with 7 Minute Drill, Dreamfest, or Dreamville. He throws his apology, said, "Hey, didn't sit right with me." Essentially, he was going to delete it, which he's doing exactly what he's saying. What he's naming the album, Might Delete Later.
I know, man. And, Cole has always been like, very spiritual, very in tune with his inner self. So I get it. Like, think about it, man. He walked away from Rockefeller, the whole image of, the rock chain and all that stuff. At one point, he wanted to be his own person. So I get it. This is the same thing. Yeah.
That's why the part I don't get is why people are mad at him. Like, a lot of people are mad at him for walking away from the beef when he has to live with himself.
I get it, though. Okay, as a fan, right?
Yeah. As a true hip hop fan, I think hip hop needed it.
I wanted to see him with all the smoke, man.
Yes. I do think the rap game could have 100% benefited from that. But then it's like but when you look at it now, it went from friendly rap beef to now it's being taken personally.
Yeah. Once you start mentioning like wives and allegations, it goes to another realm. You got to leave it there. But all I'm saying is like with J. Cole, I want to see J. Cole in his whole bag.
Yes.
7 minute drill was like a warm up. So I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, if this the warm up, let's get to when you really mad.
Exactly. Exactly.
Take them handcuffs off and let it loose.
Yep. So being that Drake dropped out of it, obviously it's still Drake and
Kendrick.
Drake and Kendrick. Which so obviously it was so obviously they came out with Drake came out with push ups in response to the original to the I Like That or Not Like Us. And once he came out with that, it was a while before Kendrick responded. Then Drake came out with another one with Snoop and essentially Tupac's voice, AI Tupac. So, and obviously he got in trouble for that. Tupac's estate essentially made him take it down. But then after that, once Kendrick Lamar responded, they each dropped 2 or 3 diss tracks within a matter of like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Who do you think out of all the disses, who do you think won that rap beef? Do you think Kendrick or do you think Drake?
Okay, it's gonna be hard for me to say this because I do not personally like him. I hate his voice as a rapper. But when I took time to listen to the words and what he said, I would say Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Only because I like to hear I'm a J. Cole fan. So listen to somebody school somebody. The way he put the words together, the way he told the story. Don't get me wrong, though. I feel like Drake set up the whole story about the little girl not being true, stuff like that. They're trolling. That's perfect by Drake.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Goes just straight rapping. I give it to Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, I see. For me, it's kind of a toss up because push ups. When Drake came out with push ups, like that was just. I feel like Drake was in his bag on that one.
Okay.
But then, like I said, once they came out with the other ones, and it got to a point where it's like, all right, like I'm listening to both of them, and then it got to a point where you start listening and start getting personal, and you're like, this might go a little bit further than rap beef. And then obviously I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but a couple weeks after that, or a couple days, however long it was, somebody gets shot outside of Drake's house in Toronto.
But Drake took it there though. Drake took it there.
Exactly.
So I'm not. Let's talk about it. This is the second time he did it. Like he did it too. He took it there with Pusha. He brought up Pusha's wife. He did the same thing with this. No.
Yeah.
Do that.
Because Pusha T gave it to him, and it was said by a lot of celebrities, comedians, like you taking it there with a person who ain't got nothing to lose. Like you way up there in the rap game. Like first of all, why you like what are you beefing about? Yeah. Like okay, I get the whole big three thing. Kendrick mentioned you saying he's the essentially him and it ain't no big three. So I get the whole exhibition thing, the whole friendly fire type thing. But like I said, when you take it personal, it's like at that point it's getting to a whole new level.
Yeah.
It's almost like the I mean, if you take it back to another one, Jay-Z and Nas, they like at the time they were 2 of the biggest rappers in the game, and that one got real personal.
Listen, bro, all I'm saying is we're not gonna go there. But if you look at what's going on right now, Nas might put some stuff out there that might hold true today. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that was put out that we call people crazy, and now we look back at it like, oh shoot.
And while we talking about the rap beef, don't forget, I will say that Metro, he formed the Avengers against Drake.
He did because he brought in Rick Ross. Rick Ross dissed Drake.
Kanye
dissed Drake.
Yeah.
That's Metro even dissed Drake.
Yep.
On his
Drake told him to make a beat.
And that's exactly what he did. That BBL Drizzy is all it is a beat and a hook. Yep. That's everything, and it's not even a real hook. It's a beat.
Yep.
So I'm like, yeah, you do it. Like at that point, you should have just shut up. Like, don't even make the beat. Like, just don't respond.
Yeah,
And so
it was hot. It was funny.
it was funny. I didn't say it was hot. It was
It was
funny.
funny. It was funny.
But then on the other side, then you had Game coming back and dissing Rick Ross, which caught me off guard.
That's over already. That don't even start. That's not a beef.
Yeah.
That's done.
I think that's why Rick Ross didn't respond because Game is like lyrically Game is on another level than Rick Ross. Don't get me wrong, I love Rick Ross. I like Rick Ross's music. Even though a lot of times you don't talk about nothing, I love Rick Ross's music. Like his albums are always bangers.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a lyricist, Game will take it there. Game is top 5 all time in my book.
He my top 5. He might be my top 3. I think he might be in my top 3.
I don't know if I put him in top 3. I definitely put him top 5.
He might be in my top 3. He slept on.
I definitely think he's one of the most slept on rappers. But speaking of top 5, because over the years my top 5 has obviously evolved and changed.
All right, drop the top 5 real quick while we talking about the beef.
So top 5, I'll give you 4. I won't put in no particular order. I'll tell you who my number 1 is. So I'm gonna throw Game,
Okay.
Nas, Jay-Z. Let's see, Game, Nas, Jay-Z. I might throw Kanye in there, and my number 1 is Cole. Obviously, I'm leaving Biggie and Tupac out. Hands down, they were some of the. Obviously, they started the whole game. Biggie, for one, only kept Biggie. The only reason I'm not putting him in my top is because how many albums did Biggie have? What, 2 albums?
That's the reason why I leave both of them out because of body work. Yep.
Yes. So and J. Cole, like I said, I used to have Jay-Z in my number 1. As J. Cole started to come, because J. Cole has never dropped an album that you cannot listen that I cannot listen to all the way through.
Don't miss, man.
And then J. Cole has never, anytime he gets on anybody else's albums, he's killing them.
Yep.
Like lyrically and like everything. And then he even comes out with an album, has 2 features on the album, and he's featuring himself on the album. I'm like, cause after all this body of work, and then he come out with For My Eyes Only, which was a personal album. But then when you listen to the album, start reflecting on what he's actually saying, is like his wordplay is ridiculous.
Take it back. Born Center.
Born Center, Forest Hills.
Yes.
Like everything. It's like his body of work is just so crazy, and his him as a lyricist is like he's out of this world, because it's like if you're listening to his music, you have to listen sometimes 3 or 4 times before you finally catch on and be like, oh shoot.
Yep.
It's like even the song Folding Clothes. I want to fold clothes for you. If you first listen to the song, you're like, oh, okay, he's just talking about folding clothes. But then when you actually take into context what he's saying, it's like, yo, that's wild.
But that's why the world was so mad with him for dropping out of the beef, though. Everybody wanted to see him in the bag.
Oh yeah, I completely, because like I said, as a hip hop fan, I get it.
Yeah.
As a I 100% get it, because you want to see him, take it to that next level.
Exactly, man. I wanted to see somebody push him, and I feel like Kendrick was the one person that could push him to go to the extra level. Drake, not so much, but I feel like Kendrick was the one. Like if if he had some smoke with Game, he could do it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I think it. Like we said, I think by him dropping out, like looking back now, I think everybody's like, okay, I think he made the right decision, because, like I said, once it gets personal, then it goes to a whole new level.
Honorable mention. I got to shout my boy Fred out for talking about this one. Where you put Chris Brown's this track at? Chris Brown just went straight in. Now, I got personal reasons why I don't like the whole thing. I feel like Chris Brown should put hands on Quavo when he was sitting beside him.
Yeah.
Instead of just waiting for a diss track. But as far as just going at somebody, he did go up.
He did. I think his was. Oh no, Chris Brown. Oh, when Chris Brown came out, it was like it's like it was no thought process there. Like he was just mad. Like he was angry and completely upset.
He just went at him, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think, but and then Quavo responded or tried to respond or whatever he called himself doing. But
Not at all. That wasn't a response. That was, he tried.
it was something. I don't know what it was. All right, so going back, we give me your top five.
Top five. So Cole, my number one, hands down. Like I said, I'm gonna put Game at 3. My number 5 is gonna be Ye. So my number 2 gonna be Nas, and my number 4, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. That's a hard one for me to pick. I ain't really sure, but Biggie and Tupac left out. I know it ain't Eminem. I might even throw Kendrick Lamar in there. But 4, I know Kanye. I feel like Kanye slept on. People forget about the early Kanye. Kanye changed.
Oh yeah. Early Kanye was on a whole new level.
Yeah.
If you mentioned Eminem, I think I can interchange Eminem in my top 5 with a few people because Eminem. I think a lot of people forget like obviously a lot of people say Eminem's only mentioned in the top because he's white.
I would agree.
Huh?
I would personally agree, only because he made some trash music.
He did. So that is 100% true. Eminem has made some trash music, but Eminem has also made some hits.
I agree.
And his wordplay is ridiculous.
Now, I ain't gonna trash though.
Like I said, some of his music, some of his albums were complete garbage.
Think about it, man. J. Cole, no trash. The Game, what trash has he made?
Yeah, I agree.
Nas, what trash has he made?
I agree. I mean, Nas still coming out with albums to this day, and
every year.
You don't hear nothing. It was at one point he came out with 2 albums within like a 4 or 5 month span, and they both was hot. And they weren't talked about at all.
I put Jay-Z in my number 4. Jay-Z, no trash.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, from Reasonable Doubt all the way to Blueprint 3, 4, 4, like
he got the greatest rap verse ever, in my opinion. On the one he did on What's Free.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that's the greatest rap verse ever.
Yeah, I mean because he is definitely, like you said, I put him and J. Cole in the same boat as two people who you could throw in any Jay-Z album, just like any J. Cole album, and play it front to back.
I'm a little different on Jay-Z than most people. After I heard it, what year was he the hottest rapper? It's true. What year was he the hottest rapper?
I mean, you got a point because like you said, when he first came out, obviously there was a lot of people that were blowing up in the air in his era because you had obviously DMX, you had Eminem, you had a bunch of people that came up in the era he came up.
He didn't outsell Ja Rule either. Ja Rule was outselling him. I mean Jay-Z. Let's be real. Murder was taking. I mean, he couldn't be Murder.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
I'm just putting it out there. We're just talking facts.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I already know what you're gonna say because we probably gonna agree on this.
Go ahead.
Hottest album ever, and we probably gonna agree on this.
This is a generational thing. It is. I'm gonna take it back to Miss Covenant's class. 8th grade. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to Larry Claiborne. Shout out to Chris Eccles. Shout out to Rashawn Swan. Well, Fitzgerald now. Who else? That was it, right?
AJ.
AJ. My bad, AJ. God, shout you out. We play spades every day. Listen to the same album every single day. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, that album was something different.
Every single day.
I still listen to that album today sometimes in the gym.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. It was a banger, and it's so good. 50 Cent is still
Yeah.
famous off that one album.
Off that one, because all these other albums were, I ain't gonna say complete garbage, but they were like mediocre. He set the bar with that album, and nothing could compete with that album.
He got a movie deal off that album.
Yes.
He got vitamin water off that album.
Yep.
Think about it, man. Everything came off the album. He got Power off the album.
I mean, because that album set the bar so high. He like no album after that he had could even compete with that.
Exactly.
Like it came close.
Yeah, I agree. And he a real gangster. Just put that out there.
Yeah. you see all this stuff going on now. He can talk what he wanted to.
He can talk what he wants. Ain't nobody going to 50.
He's the only one that's saying what he want to say, and ain't nobody going at him because ain't nobody got nothing on him. And I think he knows that for sure.
That's a good segue into the next half of this.
All right, so like we just said, 50 Cent, after all these allegations, everything coming out about everybody now, 50 Cent is one who has not had any allegations brought upon him as of this moment.
That's true.
And he's trolling everybody else or throwing shots at everybody else that has allegations, and nobody has responded to him.
Yep.
Not one person. And I think, for one, either they're scared of him or they don't have anything on him. And I think 50 Cent's smart enough to know that they don't have anything on him, which is why he's saying what he wants to say, because there's nothing that can come back and bite him.
Yep.
Because if you look at certain stuff now, like certain stuff that's starting to come out. Obviously, a couple years ago, we see R. Kelly go down.
Yep.
Now we're seeing the whole incident, the whole thing now going on now with Diddy. And
can we talk about that? So let's go back to last August, Tonyo.
Okay.
So we sitting at Invest Fest.
Yes.
What did Diddy say at Invest Fest? He was like, "Look, they can't stop me."
That's exactly what he said. Because
if they stop me, I got billions.
That's exactly what he said.
He said they're gonna try to stop me, but they can't.
Yep. Because if you look at obviously the video that just came out.
Yeah.
Like when Cassie first came out and started talking about what happened, everybody painted her in a bad light.
Yep.
Saying she's just trying to make money, she's just trying to do this, she's just trying to do that. But then when you actually and they're saying, oh, she's just trying to get money. But I'm like, because if you look at it from a certain perspective, it's like she's already famous. Like Cassie has money.
Yep.
She may not have Diddy money, but she has money. And it's like, why is she saying all this stuff just for the money, just trying to tarnish his name? And everybody kind of jumped on board. You kind of had split side by two sides.
Yeah.
But then when the video came out, and everybody's like, oh, all right, maybe she won't lie. Because then, go ahead.
Who leaked the video?
I got my theories. But
I got mine too.
I think because obviously it was said that that Diddy paid the hotel staff a certain amount of money to essentially destroy the video. Obviously, it was not destroyed, and somebody paid them more to leak the video.
I know they said somebody was looking for video footage of stuff that happened, and he said he was willing to pay for video footage.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it just showed up, and he was one of the first people to post it. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, because it's like when you look at that. Like, even like putting all jokes aside, when you look at that video, like it's real effed up. Like,
it is.
Like for him to do what he did to her,
yeah.
Like it's just it takes it to a whole new level. Like it's like, all right, like it's like now you looking at what she said and how she described it, and I think the way she described it, even in her affidavit, the video is a lot worse than even what she makes it sound.
From a legal standpoint, you're in law enforcement. Can you explain it? Because people often say, like, I guess it was like a NDA sign or something like that when she got paid the $30 million. But they were saying that wouldn't hold up in court. Like she would still have to testify with the feds. Is that true or not true?
Yes, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they can charge him because apparently the statute of limitations is and that varies from state to state, from crime to crime. Like statute of limitations on some crimes, even like here in North Carolina, is 2 years. But when you look at stuff like sexual assault, murder, things like that goes, there is no statute of limitations for that.
And also, I mean, I'm not sure if this is true or not. They say that Diddy is a federal informant.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, what he got?
Yeah, exactly. He got some on somebody. But yeah, I think because I wholeheartedly think he has something on somebody. But then it's like before we get off the video real quick, it's like when you look at that video and he's trying, and like, how do you, because he has daughters, how do you explain something like that to your daughters?
Yeah.
Like, how do you explain that to your kids? Like, because obviously if you're Cassie's dad, like at this point you're ready to ride.
Yeah.
Like even if you had never seen the video before, and even if she told you about it, and you like, and you like, all right, like we're gonna do something about it. But then when you see the video, and it's a lot worse than what, like I said, it's a lot worse than what she even made it sound like.
Yeah.
It's like as a man, as Diddy being a man, how do you have that conversation with your kid when they see that? Like, can you call yourself a man after that?
You can't. Even the apology he gave, bro, like they said, like it's damage control.
Yeah, that's
the apology.
Because to me, I think the apology is he's apologizing that he got caught.
The video came out. Yeah,
exactly. He's not, because if you look at the video, he's apologizing. He's saying, "Oh, I apologize for my actions. Like I was messed up at that time." Like not one time did he apologize to Cassie for what he did to her.
Yeah, he didn't never say, "Cassie, I'm sorry." Didn't never say that. Like, did nobody see a dude running in the hallway with a towel on?
Exactly.
Like, come on now.
But then that goes back to the power talk. Like obviously the hotel staff knew about it, and they seen that. Like if she would have got killed, like that's on them just as much. If you're hiding video evidence like that, like you see the way he beat that woman, and by seeing that tells me that's not the first of all, that's not the first time he's did it. He's done that before because he was way too comfortable and running around with a towel around his waist, beating her, kicking her, stomping her. Like, you way too comfortable doing it.
Yep.
And then it also makes you think about the fact, like, okay, like all this other stuff that's being said about him, like it makes you start to actually believe a lot of that other stuff even more now.
Yeah. Like out there, he setting people up, getting them killed. It makes you be like, okay, it's true. Like sex trafficking, man. I'm like, this dude ain't out here sex trafficking, but hey,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Because it's like you said, it's like once the video came out, it's like I said, is exactly what she said, but it's even worse than how she explained it.
Yep.
So it's like, all right, like maybe all this stuff with him is true. Like it's only so far that money can take you.
And is it just him?
No, I hands down do not believe so, because there's way too many people right now that are starting to come out and essentially throwing other people under the bus.
Yeah, because when they first came out, they threw somebody in the royal family, and I'm like, hold up.
Yes,
it was like his name came up first. I'm like,
and I don't think it's over.
It ain't over. And then 50 Cent be throwing out people's names. He throwing out another couple.
And a lot of what he say is 50 Cent's been spot on with everything he has said.
Oh, I know people in hiding right now. You ain't heard nothing from them.
Exactly. and as like I said, we look back at stuff Kanye said years ago.
We said Kanye was crazy.
Exactly. We said Kanye was crazy for the stuff he said. Now you go back and start to look at all that stuff. It's like, oh shoot! And you go back and then you look at a lot of stuff Cat Williams said.
Yep.
Cat Williams was right on point with a lot of this stuff. Now I still think he was capping about some of this stuff.
Man, listen, I don't know. Like some stuff looking too true. That's all I'm saying. Like,
no, I'm saying. So what he said about everybody, what he said about people, I'm starting to see a lot of that stuff is true. I'm talking about stuff like him reading 3,000 books a year and stuff like that.
Man, you know,
But
you do listen to 3,000 books a year. You know, you just turn the speed up.
he said read. He didn't say audio book. Yeah, audio books weren't out back then.
You know, people
had Apple.
They be smoking. They be different. You know.
But yeah, you look back at all that stuff that's happened. And like I said, all these people coming out, and then it's even now. It's like because if you go on YouTube, watch one video, you start going down a rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole, yep.
But then once I went down a rabbit hole. I watched one video and it led to like 6 other videos. And then when you start listening to those videos, though, and you start to look back at certain events and how they played out,
yep.
It's like it makes you second guess. Like that's exactly how this played out.
Yep.
And it's not like I said, a lot of it could just be conspiracy theories, but some of it makes way too much sense to just be a coincidence.
I agree, man.
That goes to show you money can't buy you, or even take it back to InvestFest. You see how everybody in InvestFest was giving gems, was giving you gems, telling you stuff you can do. When Diddy got on the stage, all it was is I and me.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he never gave you what Robert Smith gave you. He never gave you what Humble gave you, or Rich Paul. Like he didn't give you any gems. It's all about me, I.
Yeah.
It was never. That's more. That's that narcissistic mindset.
The only thing he gave us was the wealth gap.
Yes.
You know, by 2030, it'll be 100 to 0.
It'll be 100 to 0.
Yeah, that was it. You know.
But somebody else brought that up before he did.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, everything on stage was about him. It wasn't about, like, obviously other people talked about themselves and how they got to where they are, but then they also gave you gems like, this is how you can do it.
Yeah.
For him, it was just like, this is what I did. Like, this is me. I'm him. It's essentially how he was.
Yeah.
But I think this video sheds a lot of light about him, and like I said, also a lot of other people, a lot of other rappers who some people praise or however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Other people look up to or whatever you want to call it. I think it's a lot we don't know, and it's a lot that's going to come out within whether it takes another couple years, 5, 10 years. Like I think when it's all said and done, like it's going to be a slew of rappers and entertainers.
I don't think it's just going to be when it's all said and done. I'm telling you, Diddy going to sing like a mockingbird. I'm telling you,
he going to have to,
because if he going down, everybody going down.
Oh yeah, he going to have to. For it. Like at this point, he's going to either have to he's going to either talk or he's going to kill himself.
Yep.
I think
he might not kill himself. He might get killed, but you know.
I mean, I don't want to see nobody die. But I get what you're saying. But I don't want to see that happen. But I think at the end of the day, that's one of those two things is ultimately going to happen because it's too many people.
One of the first people named in all of this was Prince Harry.
Yes.
The royal family ain't taking that blemish.
No.
Even though he walked away from the royal family, he's still a part of that bloodline.
Yeah, exactly. He's still a prince. And at the end of the day,
they're not taking that line down. No matter what he did, he's not going to jail in America.
Nope. And no matter what, I think no matter what Diddy does at this point, he cannot come back from this.
Where is Diddy at?
Yeah, exactly. Where's all the other people at?
Exactly.
This is something I don't think he can come back from, especially like with all the allegations and stuff. It was like, okay, like he'll go and hide for a little bit, then come back out. But then after this video came out,
he was never come back. Even with the video, he was never coming back.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I'm saying the video kind of solidified that.
Yeah.
Because if you look at other stuff, like for instance, you look at other like domestic violence type stuff, when it's this bad, no matter how high or good you are, it's like at this point you're not coming back from this, and your reputation is forever tarnished.
Yeah,
Like
I
go
want to
ahead.
bring somebody else up, but like I don't want to bring him up because his career was never never able to have his career again. You know,
Talk about an NFL player.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
he anytime something happens, he's lumped into it. You know,
Oh yeah, I agree. Because like you said, he was a great football player. Then this happened, and he never played another down in the NFL.
and he was at the peak of his career.
Yes, he was probably in his prime when this happened.
And before the video, he was just getting suspended. The video
Yes.
came out, career done. Yeah.
Yep. So I think, and that goes to show you that there's that for one, men shouldn't be putting their hands on females, obviously.
Yep.
And for two, it goes to show you that you can do a lot. You can do a lot of stuff and still be relevant, still have a career, because there's a lot of other stuff that people have done.
Yeah.
But when you take it to that level, like you're beating, like I said, Diddy's beating a female almost lifeless.
I can give you an example. It's been people, athletes, commit murder.
Yes.
And rebound.
Yes.
We know they committed murder.
Oh yeah, we know, and we know exactly who it is. Yeah. And one of the greatest players ever.
It's been people that commit murder and then write a book.
Yep.
If I did it, this I did it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And still go on make movies.
Yep. Go and make movies, come back, and live his life.
Exactly. You know?
But and it's like, this is just, like I said, this is something he will not rebound from. And anybody that takes his side, they're just as wrong.
Yeah, you ain't seen nobody take his side. Not one.
Yeah. Nope, nobody. You haven't seen nobody vouch for him. Like, I understand why he did it. Like, there's like zero excuse for that.
Yeah, not just that. It's the other stuff that go along with it. You know.
Yeah.
Like what people do in their personal life, I can care less. You know. But like, look at Justin Bieber, man. Justin Bieber messed up.
Oh yeah.
Then if you look at some of the music he made, it makes sense. Like the song "Lonely." Like you look at the words of that song, then you're like, okay. This is why he made that song, because what he was going through as a young artist, you know.
Yep.
Getting molested, getting raped.
You look at other artists. You look at Usher's story.
Yeah.
You look at, like you said, Justin Bieber's story. You look at other people. You look at Cassie, and then it's like I said, it's even once you expand and start talking about other people, you start looking at other artists that have either disappeared or something happened to them.
Yep.
Like you start to look at them, and it's like,
hold up now.
What?
I mean, you talking about the people that you get into the next. It may come out now.
Oh, I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, you know,
I ain't saying no names.
The country album just came out, and kind of story was told about, you know, if you listen to the lyrics that she was saying, talking about how they might kill somebody. That's all I'm saying.
Country album.
Yeah, somebody released a country album. It didn't sell that well, but you know.
I wouldn't call that a country album.
Okay, I ain't just saying.
Pop, maybe.
They don't want to do for me. You know, they got to follow them. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it country. but yeah, like I think we're gonna see the rap game change a lot over the next couple of years, and I think, like we said, it's gonna be a lot of people come down.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's gonna be a lot of people come down. Like, Diddy is probably no longer a billionaire right now.
No, he's still a billionaire. He's still a billionaire. Because he moved a lot of money. He was smart enough to move a lot of money.
But if you think about it, what is his billionaire status like? What is his assets wrapped up in? Was he counting Revolt as an asset? Because he
sold it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he didn't sell it for what it was actually worth. He sold his portion of it.
Right before everything hit the fan, he sold it.
Yeah, but how much did he sell it for is the question.
I don't know. Let's see. We can look it up.
If Revolt was worth $3 billion, but he sold his portion for $500 million, that erases a lot of his net worth. And then no telling how many other deals, endorsements, everything else he's lost. But you also have other you also have other people who was close to Diddy at one point coming out.
That's true.
Like you got a bunch of people from making the band back in the day coming out saying how he really was.
Come on, man. First of all, they walked and got cheesecake. I ain't walking to get no cheesecake.
Exactly. What I say? How much they sell it? How much he sell it for?
I can't find it. It says they're gonna give me a number.
They just say undisclosed amount.
Yeah. It don't
So,
give me a number.
so I wonder if he sold that under the table. Or not really under the table because obviously people know he sold
It
it.
could have been somebody that was in with him on it.
Yes, and he sold his shares to them or his portion to them.
And then somebody Jaguar Wright said that it's a dark web crypto that they've been moving all this money on.
And Jaguar Wright has been spot on everything she said.
Bro, she been right.
I don't know how she know all this, but she has been spot on. And then
music industry though.
That's true. And then, but then you look at a lot of these other lawsuits now coming out. There's a lot of other people starting to kind of, I guess, how do I put it? I guess there's a lot of other people starting to say stuff that makes you look at what what other people are saying that people are calling crazy, and you're like, oh, okay. And then, like I said, they're throwing a lot of names out there.
That's true, man. That's very true.
Which I think, like I said, it's going to hurt a bunch of people when it finally comes out, if it comes out, how it comes out. Like it, I don't know. We just going to have to watch it play out and see how it plays out.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I think when it plays out, man, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some stuff going down.
I mean, it goes from entertainment to the church world to music industry. It's everywhere. It ain't just in one realm. It's all
like over. A lot of people that people look up to, who they call moguls.
Yeah,
who they see in these high places.
Yep.
And there's gonna be a lot of lives destroyed, and I don't want and back to that again. I don't want to see nobody's life destroyed, but when you're doing something, you're destroying other people's lives in a way that some of these people have.
Yeah,
like I think there comes a point where if you're destroying lives to the point that some of these people have, like it's only right that you be brought to justice on what you've done or what you're doing,
man. Like
100%.
Yep. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, exactly, and that stands 100% true right now.
Yeah, it does.
Obviously, a year ago he was a billionaire; he couldn't be touched.
Yeah, but think about it, man. Like, that video was 2016.
Yeah, exactly.
See what I'm saying? Like, everything he said in his apology could have been true. I went and got help, but that don't take the image away of 2016.
No, because it's 8 years later now. Like, why are you just now apologizing? If that apology was true when it first happened, you would have said you would have owned up to it then and saying, yeah, this happened. I was messed up at the time. I seek help. Like, you wait till the video come out to explain to us what you did.
You know what I'm saying is, like, I'm saying everything he said in there could have been true. Like, he
got
help. You know what I'm saying?
But
in people's mind, it don't matter. You went and got help.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he waits until the video comes out to say he got help.
Yep.
So it's like what you say now is BS to me.
Yep.
Yeah. Like your apology is BS. Everything you say now is BS. And now I look back, everything I've heard you say up until this point is BS because you just flat out lied about that and tried to tarnish her name, saying she was trying to tarnish you.
All your black excellence, your black love, all that stuff, it's out the window now. Yep.
Yes, and like it sucks because he's a pivotal part to the hip hop culture.
Yeah,
just like R. Kelly was to the R&B culture.
Yeah,
but then it's like now you're.
Let's think about it real quick. Let's be honest. What has he done in hip hop in the last 10, 15 years?
You talking about Diddy?
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
My point exactly. So when you really think about it, like, it makes sense. Like, where does all this money come from?
Exactly.
Like, when you really know the game, right? if I'm laundering money, if I got money coming in from other ways, and I'm trying to make it legit, I got to make it look legit.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I mean, if you it could, like you said, Bad Boy ain't dropping. And I mean, obviously they got artists, they got independent artists. They're other people's labels.
Jeezy might have been the only last one, Bad Boy South.
But they also had like they're also not directly under Bad Boy, but Bad Boy is affiliated with other labels.
Like who?
They're affiliated with MMG.
For real? I know that.
Yeah, I don't know what type of affiliation it is. Like they're not. It's not like MMG is owned by Bad Boy Records, but it's some type of affiliation, I believe.
Maybe distribution or something like that.
Yeah, it might be something like that. I know it's just some type of affiliation.
Okay.
But like you said, the money is coming from somewhere. Obviously, Revolt has made him a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's still like you had your last biggest artist was Biggie. I mean, you had Mace. Mace turned on you.
I said Jeezy, Bad Boy South.
Yeah. But even your right hand turned on. Mace was even Mace is coming out now saying what happened back in the day.
Yeah, yep.
And Mace throwing it all on the table.
Mace wild though. I was listening to some of Mace talk. I was like, yo, Mace be saying some crazy stuff.
Yep. But I think we gave the people a lot.
We gave a lot.
We want y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Obviously, you see the hoodies we got on. You want the apparel. Head to our Etsy shop. We'll drop the link below, or shoot us a message. Give me my crown LLC at gmail.com. If y'all want us to talk about something, hit us up. If y'all want us to go live, hit us up. Y'all can jump in, ask the questions. If y'all want to jump on the podcast, y'all have a certain topic y'all want to talk about, let us know. Yes. We're open to about any topic. We're open to having a panel type discussion. We're open to whatever. We're here to give y'all what y'all want, and we are here to obviously give y'all the news, give y'all the knowledge we got, and just open up for discussion and kind of see where it leads to.
We also got to tell people coming up soon, we'll be doing some stuff separate, and you'll be seeing us individually doing some stuff, and then we'll come back together, as a team. Yeah.
Yep. And we're gonna hopefully have a lot more people on here.
Yes.
A lot more guests. If anybody wants to be a guest, or if you got a certain topic you want to talk about, let us know. And like I said, we could throw you on.
Yep.
And as we always tell the people before we get off here, this is more than a podcast. We handing out crowns.
Hand them out.
Who the lover, who the hate? Who the realest in my circle? Who the one who be the snakes? Who gon' fold up under pressure? Who gon' understand the stakes? Who gon' wait to get they food to try to take from off my plate? Who the love? Who gon' understand I'm hurt? Who gon' love me unconditionally and try and make it work? Who gon' party once I'm gone and shed a tear once I'm in dirt? I ain't asking for too much, I'm trying